Yeah. I mean, if you're not going to do it like that, then the only way that I would suggest you do you assemble some sort of crack team.
Right.
You know, I'm thinking kind of League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but better.
Is there a ninja though? Can one
You'd
of them
have to
be a
have
ninja and one of them be Sienna Miller?
exactly right. So you've
Yes.
got Sienna Miller, a ninja, and fuck it, let's put Sean Connery in there because he's escaped from prisons.
Yes. Yes.
He's been James Bond, and let's face
Hmm.
it, he's the only guy I know that can play a Spanish guy raised in Japan with a Scottish accent. So
Well,
it
there you
makes
go.
him
He's
awesome.
perfect for the fucking job. He could do it by himself, but he's getting old. We don't want him to be on by himself. So that's why we're giving him a ninja, give him Sienna Miller.
So basically, what I envision, right, is that there's a big room with a massive plug in the middle of it.
Right.
It doesn't look like the USB cable. I think it's just a giant plug. One of
Like
the
a
three
three-pin
prong,
plug.
you know, power adapter plugs just in the middle of
Right.
the wall. Okay. And so our crack team, assembles by this room. But first of all, they've got get in this corridor of light.
Right.
So they're trundling down there in their full kind of military garbs, and then all of a sudden the doors close.
Hmm.
Right.
Sounds weird.
So it does sound weird, doesn't it? Okay. What's even weirder is this beam of light starts to travel towards them.
Uh-oh.
Do you see where I'm going with this
Yeah, I
one?
see where you're going with this.
Now you have to choose, man. Seeing as you put them both in there, who
Oh.
dies first? Sienna
Oh,
Miller or the
what?
ninja?
No, Sean Connery. Sean Connery
No,
goes. I can live without him.
no, man. Sean Connery's got to die last because we got something special for him. We know
Oh,
what's going to happen to
what?
Sean Connery.
Okay, this is how. Okay, Sienna Miller goes, and this is how it happens. She thinks she can basically outrun the laser beam, so she runs towards it and notices that it seems to be a sort of diagonal shape, and it doesn't seem to have any depth. So she instantly thinks, "Wow, this is a laser beam that's going to cut something." She does a jump over the beam, and she's wearing a cape for some strange reason, an extremely skimpy costume. So as she lands on the floor, and you see her boobs jiggle and like crazy, her cape kind of like whisks away past the laser beam, gets cut in half. Then all of a sudden, the laser beam stops, and the laser beam and Sienna Miller stare at each other. Then what happens is the laser beam approaches her at almost the speed of light, cutting all her clothes off. As her clothes fall off and she's completely naked, she just drops into a million pieces.